So, you're a musician and you want to release new music in the new year. How do you even do that? Well, my name is Mike Annuzzi and I've released music for over 20 years. The last two singles that I released hit the top 100 on iTunes charts, and I was the only independent artist that hit the top 200 on the chart. So I was kind of thinking about this question a lot lately because a lot of people ask, how do you even release music? Well, I'm going to go through the basic overall concept on how to do that. If you're still watching, please like and subscribe to my channel. You're going to hear content like this, kind of sharing my thoughts in a walk and talk format, or I might be showcasing some of the venues that I play. Last year I skyrocketed to over 250 shows. My music's been featured on mainstream major market radio stations, and I'm very proud of that, and I want to share this with you guys. So if you're interested in joining along with my experience, hang with me. So kind of gonna make it quick. You want to release new music. How do you even do that? Number one, songwriting. Songwriting is coming up with music and lyrics. It's the definition of a song. That's all it is. You have a song in your head, you want to write it down, create some chords that make sense, make sure the form of the song is there. That's all you got to do. Songwriting. Next step, number two, production. Music production is like my favorite thing because it's like, you know, I heard this in my head. I feel like it needs a pedal steel guitar here. Oh man, this drum set needs to fit in this song right here. Like there needs to be a solo in the guitar right here. Like that's production. It's how do you want to convey the song in a recorded form, basically, or a performed form, I should say. But in this case, we're talking about releasing music in recorded form. So that brings us to step three, tracking. Tracking is making sure that you can capture in recorded form in the studio all the different parts of the song for your production. It's pretty cool. So making sure that your voice is ready to sing those parts, or your guitar is in tune to lay it down on the track. It's really fun. Brings us to kind of like, you know, it's a fun experience. It's also pretty stressful in some cases. Like for me, it's stressful, but it brings us to the next step, which is step number four, which is editing. And editing is kind of like making sure that the best forms or the best captures of all the recorded tracks that you were able to capture are showcased. So making sure that at the end of the song, you know, like there's no bubble gum chewing in your sound audio. So that kind of thing. Editing, putting the best foot forward, basically. All right, number five is, you know, kind of beyond where the average musician goes. It's mixing. Mixing is kind of like, it lives in the studio. Mixing is like making sure that all the gain, all the EQ, all the instruments that have been recorded all fit very well together. It's a lot of fun. It's the clarity, making sure that everything is clear. So when that guitar solo comes in, it's fitting well with the other instruments in that realm. Making sure that you could hear your voice over the drum set. So mixing is a lot of fun. It's another level of musical creativity. Okay, step number 6, mastering. Mastering is kind of like, it's the final of your production. It's making sure that everything is in a competitive realm and ready to be broadcast to different audible ways. So for example, if you want to make sure that your song can live on a radio station, let's say you want to make sure that the volume is loud enough to sit next to another song. So for example, you're living on pop radio, top 40 radio or something, you're acoustic singer-songwriter, you want to make sure that it's loud enough to compete with the Michael Jackson song that just played. Instead of like driving in your car and you typically listen at level 20 volume-wise, and then all of a sudden your song comes on the radio and you got to turn it up to level 30. Mastering is making sure that not only sonically your song sounds good, but audibly it also sounds like it fits with others within the genre or within your collection of recorded productions. So I'm gonna give a couple other concepts, but number 7 is distribution. In order to get your song out to the masses, it has to be distributed. So whether you want to put it on digital platforms, it's making it available for sale, to listen to in different applications and platforms for the consumer to accept. So distribution is key. You have to make sure that all your copyrights are done, that you're set up with your performing rights organization. Pro tip is making sure that your artwork is ready so people can visibly see the album artwork or song artwork that goes along with your production, track, song. And then final tip, and this is kind of a bonus tip, I'm not going to call it number 8 because it's really special. Marketing is kind of like, you know, you've worked so hard on this song for so long that you want to make sure that people hear it. You're not just putting it out into the world after all these steps that you've taken for like hoping that somebody is going to hear it and you're going to get famous or something like that. It's sharing with the world the content that you've created, the work that you've put into creating something that you feel is valuable for others to hear. And you know, it's not throwing a Hail Mary and hoping for the best. It's sharing it with the right people that are interested in your style of music, that want to make sure that that you want to make sure can hear you in the best light. So really my encouraging final message is, if you're trying to release new music, do it and be proud of it and share it with as many people as you can. You know, it takes a lot of creativity, a lot of work, and a lot of dedication to yourself and believing in your music to be able to get it to that final step. But do it. If you're watching this video, I know there's a reason for that. If you're still watching this video, there definitely is a reason for that. So good luck to everybody in what's to come. Drop any comments below if you have any questions. And also, if you're gonna share music, share a link below. Thank you guys for tuning in. More music on the way for you from this guy right here. See ya.